Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
Hello world, I'm Adam Oldacre, and this is the Locker Room Daily Report, or TLDR for short, your daily dose of geek news, gadget reviews, and answers that you can use.
Like an answer to the question, what did Chris Pirillo do today? Well, he sat around the home office and did stuff. He also left the house, although that's not very interesting either. Or maybe you're interested in the answer to the question, how much money have we raised so far to save Vlogger Fair by way of the Indiegogo campaign to see if we can do a live stream at Vlogger Fair? I don't know if you guys have participated or contributed. We'd appreciate the help, even if you can't make it to Vlogger Fair to meet me in person. I would assume you would want to meet we. Well, yeah, meet we. Because there's going to be more than me who is going to be at Vlogger Fair. And in case you missed the memo, that's the event I'm producing up here in Seattle next week-ish, and many vloggers are going to be here. Nah, you don't like watching videos on YouTube, do you? So even if you can't make it in person, if I've helped you at all over the years, I would appreciate your support too. I told you yesterday that today we'd be giving away a Boogie Board Rip Gadget on Facebook.com/Modus, a part of the Geek Stakes giveaway to celebrate Geek Pride Day, even though I know we're past it. But hey, every day is a good day to celebrate Geek Pride. Tomorrow, we're giving away this, a Kindle Paperwhite. The white is obviously talking about the screen, not the actual case around the Kindle. So if you want a free Kindle Paperwhite, all you have to do is head over to Facebook.com/Modus and be sure to tell them I sent you. Come on, giving you free stuff all the time. It's what I do. Like, if we hit $5,000 in the Indiegogo campaign, I'm going to send everybody all of my ebooks that I've done over the years. Over 40 of them. Okay, so that's not exactly free, but it's free-ish for the donation. Oh, and speaking of Vlogger Fair bonuses, some of you are going to get to watch a pre-screening of Monsters University. That's a special little bonus we've given to Vlogger Fair attendees. Yeah, I really worked the angles. Over $800 worth of bonuses for VIPs. That's insane! And if you just met me or stumbled upon this video at random, I apologize. I'm probably all over the map. But what else is new? And I can tell you we're giving away something else to one of you this week. A webcam! And a chance to have a meeting with me. Because the Locker Room Daily Report was brought to you by GoToMeeting with HD Faces, the powerfully simple way to meet online with GoToMeeting by Citrix. You can just turn on your webcam and see your team in HD video. You can share the same screen to collaborate in real time, launch or join a meeting from anywhere you are if you're connected to the internet, so long as you have a computer, smartphone, or tablet. I use GoToMeeting all the time to connect with my Vlogger Fair cohorts, not just the people who are going to be there, but my team, because there's more than just me who's producing the event. You can try GoToMeeting free for 30 days. Visit GoToMeeting.com, click the Try It Free button, and use the promo code Pirillo, which is my last name, Pirillo. Plus, one of you is going to get this Logitech B525 HD webcam and the opportunity to have a 30-minute face-to-face GoToMeeting with me. That's 30-minute GoToMeeting with me that'll also be shared in this YouTube channel. All you need to do to enter is to tell me what you'd like to talk about in our HD Faces GoToMeeting. Propose your idea on Twitter using the hashtag PirillaWebcam and GoToMeeting to qualify. Talked about giveaways? Check. Talked about awesome stuff? Check. Moving on to news. Apple's CEO Tim Cook sees more game changers, hints at wearable devices. So will Apple create something like the Google Glass, which, by the way, we're going to bring to Vlogger Fair? I know, I don't want to rub it in for those of you who can't come, but I can't wait because I haven't actually tried Google Glass yet, and I'm an explorer, so I plan on using Google Glass in my daily vlogs, even though I know a lot of you really didn't like the Pirillo Vlog 400, but I've been just a little busy lately, so hopefully you appreciate everything that I did. Anyway, okay, so what's Apple going to do? Is it going to be one of those iWatch things that everybody's talking about? Everybody except for Apple, of course, because they're not going to say what they have until it's actually been released. So the question is Apple working on something, well, yes, different, we know, but something wearable? This is seemingly the truth. If Tim Cook is alluding to it, and you know Apple's in that space, it seems to make sense. Rumored changes to the Start experience in Windows 8.1 confirmed, including the return of a Start button and being able to boot directly into the desktop. I still contend that is not going to sell any more copies of Windows 8 or get people to upgrade from Windows XP. Or let me put it to you another way. Did you not upgrade to Windows 8 or get a Windows 8 PC because of the lack of a Start button or the inability to boot directly to the desktop? I'd be shocked. And that's not to say you wouldn't want those features. They're nice to have, but I think Windows 8 has bigger problems than that. I know, I hate calling out these trends because then I look like the bad guy when in fact I'm just giving you my opinion and the sales figures don't lie. Google aims to ease email overload with new Gmail sorting tabs. I know many of you use Gmail when you email me, chris@pirillo.com. I use Gmail kind of-ish, in conjunction with Google+, but I've always disliked the Gmail user interface. Never liked it at all. I know, I'm about the only one. I just don't like how Gmail looks. They're going to add these sorting tabs, and that might help somewhat, but it just looks like a bunch of bleh to me. And maybe it's that I get a lot of emails and wish to organize them differently. Americans are spending 58 minutes a day on their smartphones. This is according to new data from Experian Marketing Services Simmons Connect. 26% use it to talk, 20% to text, social networking weighing in at 16%, visiting websites 14%, email 9%, games 8%, and other 9%. What else is there to do? Amazon picks 5 original series to vie with Netflix. Count me in as a fan. I already subscribe to Amazon Prime. So cost effective when it comes to shipping stuff. I've been a member since Amazon announced Amazon Prime. So all this video stuff is just a bonus. And of course I re-upped Netflix as well just the other day. And I'm kind of glad I did because I watched season 4 of Arrested Development and it really did kind of like it. It took me a few episodes to get back in the groove, but now I think I've convinced Diana to watch or rewatch the entire series of Arrested Development with me. I don't know if you knew this, but she's from Sacramento. And now for a few gadget views, including this MindFlex Duel game, available on Amazon for just $34. That's a $65 savings, and with this game, you can move items with your mind. Or maybe you're still going to school and looking for a cool way to have someone watch your back. You might want this. A Stormtrooper backpack. Okay, I admit it. I don't go to school, but I still want this. It's a Stormtrooper you can wear on your back. Plus, you can stuff things into them. You know what the back of my iPad needs? This TIE Fighter decal. That thing would look good on just about any computer. Are you in the market to buy a new HD camcorder? Here's a list of features you might want to look for, as we posted on LockerGnome.com. H.264 and or AVC HD support could be a bonus. Watching out for better aperture and image stabilization is a plus, because if your video is not stabilized optically, well, you can end up with really shaky video that nobody wants to watch. You also want to make note of battery life and recording media. And one often overlooked area to consider is accessories. How many options are available for the device that you're buying? And I would say that about camcorders or anything. Because you're going to need accessories, and knowing that the accessories you need are going to be compatible with the device. Say, for example, I wanted to mount this. Could I do it on that camcorder? You always have to consider what you want and balance that against what you need. My number one recommendation when you're going to shop for any kind of product that has to do with still or video photography is that you look at sample images or videos online. And not just from one website. You got to take a look at samples from anywhere and everywhere and anybody, especially the amateur. Because if the images look good from someone who doesn't know what they're doing, imagine what they're going to look like for you. Then again, it's not as much the quality of the camera so much as it is what you've got in your eye, because ultimately this and this is your ultimate photography tool. Ultimately. I think I've said that 3 times now. Our question of the day is brought to you by GoDaddy. If you want to save money on your next purchase, just email me first, chris@pirillo.com. I'll send you my latest list of coupons. On LockerGnome.net, the user known as Remain Strange, love that handle, asks, what are the pros and cons of the Samsung S4? Technically speaking, I think he's referring to the Samsung Galaxy S4, which is vibrating in my hand right now. See? On the back it even says Galaxy S4. Some pros might include a beautiful screen, removable battery, and very, very rich industry support. Just about every Android device sold, not every Android device sold, is sold from Samsung. Some cons might include having a plastic back, classic Android stutter, and price. One can hope that the stutter experienced is largely due to TouchWiz and a slightly out-of-date Android version that would certainly be different when the Samsung Galaxy ships with AOSP. That would be Android without any kind of fancy third-party overlays. Some people in the discussion thread for this have suggested that the software features Samsung has added, including eye tracking and multi-window air view, are a bonus, and that's why you would go with a Samsung piece of hardware, because of their software. Nothing really to do with Android. And in the negative column, they note that it has small internal storage and the sound is okay. As far as Android devices for the marketplace are concerned, the Samsung Galaxy series is pretty much number one. Samsung has done an amazing job at marketing themselves. There you go, a list of pros and cons. There's no real right or wrong answer because what's working for me is relative to what works for me as opposed to what would work for you. Something that I see as a pro, you may see as a con, and vice versa. Although I don't know how you could see a really good camera as a con. Some people are crazy that way. So if you have a Samsung smartphone, why did you go with that over any other Android device out there? What was the prime reason? And if you're not using a Samsung smartphone, don't worry, we love you too. And hopefully you love us as much as we love you. Thanks again for liking and sharing the stuff that we are doing for you every single day, because this is just what we love talking about. And I'm glad you made it to the end of this video, because that means that you love talking about it too. We'll see you later.